Hi, welcome to Better Detroit Youth Movement. I'm Erica Green, and we're here to give you information of who we are. And
How you doing? My name is David Troop.
Hello, how you doing? My name is Marty Shelton. I'm here with the Better Detroit Youth Movement News on behalf of the Better Detroit Youth Movement. And I'm one of the spokespersons as well as I sit on their mentoring committee.
Martise is going to give you an introduction of who Better Detroit Youth Movement is.
The Better Detroit Youth Movement is a nonprofit coalition of positive-minded individuals and groups who love coming together and working with community resources, citizens, parents, students, schools, and all people in bettering the life and learning of our city's children. We actively do this through several different committees. Some of those committees being entrepreneurialism, mentoring, marketing and promotions, professional development, artistic minds and creative souls, and a host of others. We have a wide range of business partners and active community leaders that we collaborate with on a day-to-day basis and moving forward in this process. Just want to start off by saying thank God and thank everyone for their support.
David, as a young male living here in Detroit, what are some of the problems and issues you see every day, and how do you look to change them?
Well, the main issue is the image that us Detroiters are painting for ourselves or for our city. I want to get into as far as helping our community. We have to start at home as far as cleaning up our houses and our homes, because if I don't clean up my house, you won't be held accountable for it, right? So I feel as if we need to strengthen our community by rebuilding it, as far as even just picking up a little piece of trash across the street or moving couches, as I was hearing you talk about earlier. That was wonderful. But what I deal with is boarding up houses or whatnot, abandoned houses, because we've been hearing too many stories about little kids or even older women or boys getting killed or children getting raped and such not, and it's ridiculous, you know?
Right.
And I feel as if we can do something to stop it. Why just keep looking at the abandoned houses around Detroit and not do nothing about it when we had the power to go to Home Depot, put in on a box of nails or some cardboard and just board it up ourselves, right?
Right, you're right.
So that's where I come in, and so we've been making movements like that lately and boarding up homes. You can even go look. For even you, the viewers, you can go and look on Clements and Lawton. We boarded up 4 houses within 2 hours with a team of 17 people. So we making movements. So we're not just about talking about it. The movement, the Better Movement, is just for helping, making movements. It's enough talking. We can talk all day right here, right now.
Right.
But what we gonna do the next day, right?
Yes.
So that's where I come at.
So as two young males living here in Detroit, what are y'all roles in y'all community? What do you do?
Well, me, one of my roles is kind of looking out for some of my peers and some of the younger children around the community that's coming up under me, making sure they don't create a cycle or repeat pattern of doing things the same way that people in the past have done it and led to nowhere. It's about making a break and doing things a different way. It's about having the right type of guidance and being mentored to a certain level of aspect. And to do so and to help out my youth and my community and my little brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews, I have to be mentored. I have to be guided. I have to have a working relationship with the Lord in order for me to be able to reach someone else.
Amen.
Dave?
Me, I feel like if God gave me the blessing to do whatever I had to do or even to make it out as a young black man at 18, well, 19 now, speaking of yesterday, me turning 19. So I feel like if I've been blessed to be able to have a car, even a little putt car, or make my way to school, even be in school at this time, because it's a big percentage of us not actually just sitting on the streets with our pants halfway down and just not doing nothing daily. So I just thank God for giving me the blessing to be able to go to school and have the little part-time job I do have right now. So my job, if I get a blessing, I want to pass it on to the younger brothers. So that's my objective.
Okay. Nicely said. Like it. My role as a young female in Detroit, I look to make a change within how women see themselves and how they feel about that stuff. Because a lot of them think because I'm skinny, because I'm big, is always a word for me. And that's is always a word because you make it a word of yourself, not what people make of you. And me being raised with 11, my mom 11 kids. I'm the 7th. Always in the book in school. Always wanting to achieve even when I went to a DPS high school, and it was always, your grade doesn't matter because you're here. And why don't my grade matter? Because I'm in a DPS school. Shouldn't it matter if everyone else does? And I made a change, like, I want to stand up. I want better. I want more. And I want you to give it to me, or I would take it. So I see that as being a strong person who I am. A lot of females just walk away. And I'm telling them, they don't always have to walk away. Sometimes you can just make that stand until they walk away.
A question I have is how can we as a city, how can we as a school, a community, a church, individuals step up and kind of break some of the same cycles of what's going on? How can we teach people how to be more accountable on their own for their own actions instead of depending on people who don't live in the neighborhood that's on the outside looking in?
Well, I think people need to learn the definition of a community. It's not our neighborhood, but it's as one. It's more than one city. It's more than one street. It's as we become one. Our community is to work as one, to be one, and to make better and to make a good change for our community. And a way that we can start breaking the cycle is get out and inform our own stuff, because we rely so much on technology. I learned that 90% of those who write essays that use a computer to correct their work are more likely to get their paper credit taken off because they didn't go back and read over it. They allowed the computer brain to be it. And where you should allow your own brain, because you was given the knowledge, you should be able to allow yourself to go back over and read your paper and look at it. So it's actually we need to learn how to depend on our own brains, depend on our own hands. Yeah, there's new technology coming out where you don't have to use much as your body work, hands and feet, but look back at those who didn't have it and needed it.
I have a question. How do you think we can reach out to our young black women, you being one, and one of them that made it?
How I reach out, I'm still part of, I work with the MES, which Michigan Michigan Engineering Zone, which they help sponsor teams to the building zone. And one of the things a lot of females like, engineering is too much. It's too much for me to do. I'm going to take the easy road because there's more nurses. I'm going to go to nurses. And it's looking like, no, you don't always have to be in nursing to make something, to be great. I can be an engineer. I know I'm going to be a great engineer. And it's not only just to break the cycle, but to get to inform female. I go and talk to them. I go to a university, and it's different cultures, different people. I'm in a class where it's 3 blacks, 3 whites. It's mixed, and we get to hear the voice opinion of each other. We get to understand, and you look at it, our stories are the same, just in different words. So, yeah.
What kind of advice do you have for someone that may be going through things that you have never faced before? A young lady that may be facing things that you have never seen or you never had the opportunity to experience?
Well, my advice would be to talk about it, to write. If you can't talk about it, to write about it. If you can't write about it, to sing about it. Because once you express it into the air, it evaporates. You let it go. That's your path to moving on. That's your yellow brick road you building to light up. And as a female, I did struggle a lot. Yeah, I may be in college. I'm as a 3.5, but I struggled. I had a struggle. The point was people didn't know I had a struggle to use against me. Mm-hmm. So if people don't know your struggle, you're more likely to succeed. Don't allow them to know what's wrong, how they can make you mad, how they irritate you. Because once they know that, there's the key to unlocking everything of you. So if you keep that wall and you express it, you can sing it, rap it, I don't care. Anything you want to do, get it out, that's what you do. Because as I had to learn that the hard way, because I just, I got this problem. I'm going to let my grades drop. I'm going to let my grades get back up. But I had strong teachers in my life. My mother was always saying, I know you can do better than that. And I didn't argue with her when she told me that, because I knew she was right. And so if we acknowledge what's wrong, then pushing it away, we're more successful in making something of ourselves, being confident.
I think we need more people like that, more people far as us being teenagers, more the youth, we need to step in. We just can't let our parents just clean up our rooms all the time. It's time for us to move out and pass it on. Like I said, pass that blessing on, because that's the blessing that happened to you. You know, even though I haven't been through a lot of diverse situations like that, it's just still, even us being the same age, I just feel inspired just hearing that from you, from somebody my same age. So imagine what we can do to, you know, the rest of the youth if we just step up. Even for the viewers out there, even if you're older, you see kids struggling. Well, we're here to help. It's people that help us. So if you need help, just call in.
It's definitely evident as well that we're not just being brainwashed by the media, but we're being brainwashed by our own community, by our own elected officials, by our own family and friends. Some of the same things they're doing that they brainwash us to thinking that's okay, and that's the fun thing to do. The temptation that they give us, you know, how do we break that cycle? How do we show a person that even after you failed so many times, you feel like that you may have a felony, or you so far in the hole where you can't come out, and that you must continue doing what you're doing, like selling drugs, that there is other opportunities. There still is always a chance to make a break, to do something different, because there's still people out here that's willing to step up for you. You just got to be willing to step up for yourself.
Right.
More diversity. That's what we need. Like you said, even though it's 3 blacks in your class, 3 whites, it could be 3 Arabics, 3 Korean people. We just need to come together as a unity and be one.
And I think the opportunity wasn't just handed to me. It's I wanted it. I wanted to go. I wanted to go somewhere. I wanted to not just to be the student. Oh, I went here. I graduated from here, and that's about it. I wanted my story to never end, and it's never ending, because not only did I got to go to Michigan Tech for 3 years. I started my ninth grade year at Michigan Tech doing robotics. And you know how I got it? A 3.0. And there's programs out there willing to allow you to get involved and not just sit around. 3 years, straight off of scholarship. The second year I was given the opportunity, I was chosen for their scholarship. And it was a surprise, because even though I had already applied to go back to Michigan Tech, because not only was it preparing me for what I wanted to be in life, but it's where I wanted to expand, to meet new people, to see other people's side of their stories. So I think it's how we want it and when we want it. And I wanted mine then, even though my mom didn't want me to travel, but she sucked it up because it was a good opportunity. It's like, okay, I got the scholarship. What, you want me to turn it away? And it was like, nah. So then I continued the year. I did Ford University. I did science in high school, but I did college classes on Saturdays. I didn't have to. My mom didn't make me, but I wanted to.
A desire.
I did 10 organizations in my school. I went to Denby High School, and people always talk about how it was a bad school. You look at it, I said, no, it's not bad. It's what you apply to it. I graduated with honors. What that tells you, it's what you apply. Even ninth grade, gunshots going on. You think I went home because I was scared of a gunshot? No. I stayed in school. I was in JRTC program. We stayed out of school after school a lot. I was in tennis. I still played my tennis match. It's like we run from the problems than stand into the problems. And I think if we learn to stand more as one, we're more of a stronger wall.
And if you had any calls, anyone wanted to call in, you can reach us at 313-868. Oh, you have a caller?
Hello?
Hi, are you all DPS students, or are some of you charter and some of you DPS, or both?
Are you guys DPS?
Yes,
We're
are
all DPS.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wonderful. We're so proud to see the 3 of you, and keep up the good work, and pray for the rest that we could encourage and support and pull one another up.
Thank
Each
you.
one, reach one. Keep up the great work, and I will continue to listen.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We definitely thank you for joining that call, though. Another thing we need to take advantage of and do as well is teach our youth the importance of networking. Teach them that all the time you don't have to be scared to talk to someone, because when you talk to someone, you never know who they know or may know a certain amount, a great deal of information that may help you get to the next level. We need to start breaking the cycle of always trying to do everything the same way or being worried. You need to break out of the shell of not opening up to different people and doing different things.
And one of our largest conversations we was discussing right before we came on is how can you better Detroit? And you can be better Detroit, become part of Better Detroit Youth Movement. We're looking to become as one, as a family. That's what we are. We look to make a change together with each other, with making smiles. Because sometimes some people don't smile as I see in Detroit. I walk every day. I stay on Wayne State campus, and everywhere I see a lot of homeless people there. And it's like I got the chance to go to college to be something. And even though I'm in college, I'm not going to act like I'm higher than them. Because they want a meal, they want to go somewhere. Even though they may be poor, but they want to still go somewhere. And I want to help them go somewhere. And I want to help you go somewhere. I want to help us become somewhere.
Couldn't say it any better than that.
We need to teach. Most definitely. We need to teach them and make sure we make our peers aware of the opportunities that's available inside of the community. There is opportunities inside the community that are always available, so no one can ever say there's not help. You're just not looking for it. And there are organizations that are trying to reach out, as well as the Better Detroit Youth Movement.
Okay, guys, we're going to take a call. Hello?
Yes, I'm calling in reference to the radio and TV station.
Yes. Do you have a question for us?
Oh, yes, I am sorry, ma'am. I was dealing with the time delay with respect to television, and I was caught off guard. I'm turning the TV off now. The essence of my call was I was highly impressed by you and your guest there and what you guys are on, and I wanted to bring to your attention the incentive programs, and I want you to start kicking around incentives with respect to the Ford, Chevrolet. All these companies can give you guys incentives in these high schools so that the best kids get gifts, that they give gift cards, not TV, but movie passes for clothes, that the best children get incentives.
Where can we go to find the information to get this?
What'd you say, ma'am?
Where can we go to get the information?
Oh, no. These are the ideas that I know that you're conscious of, you'll develop. I wanted to put that ideal out there on the floor and then share it with you and then have you kick the ideal around and say, okay, now this is how we would implement an incentive program in public schools so that we can get all the corporations involved and give you guys scholarships, cars, clothes, tickets to the Pistons games, tickets to the Detroit Lions games, because you got to make it happen. Now, I can give you the idea, but I know y'all got the skills to put your heads together and so that other people can be like this young lady and just go get it. But once they have something in their face and say, listen, we can get a car, I can get a scholarship, I can get some clothes, because it's hard out there right now. And if we put this incentive program, it will inspire the nature in this young lady and these two other young brothers I see here, and y'all will be able to do good.
Thank
you
for calling in.
I wanted to hear you guys talk about that for a while. Can you do that for me?
Next time, sir. Next time.
Thank you for the call.
Well, we have another call.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you young lady doing? Hello?
Fine,
hello?
yourself?
Fine.
Cut your TV down. We can't hear you.
Cut your TV down.
Yes, okay, my TV is down. I'm getting a double theme out of y'all. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You have a question?
My TV is down, can you?
You have a question, sir?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to say God bless y'all, okay? All three of y'all. God bless y'all, especially you little lady on that end. God bless you in Jesus' name. That's what I got to say right now, but I will be calling back and getting y'all, asking y'all some questions pretty soon.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
You guys, I think that Better Detroit Youth Movement have put their input out there and have put their stuff out there of who we want to be and where we want to be. So we ask that you go to www.Better Detroit Youth Movement and become a part of us. Let's make a move together.
How can we make it?
We'll be right back.
Tuesdays, 9 p.m. on TV 33. Join me, Barry Ross, on Mixing It Up. We'll feature informative community organizations that will offer solutions to Wayne County residents in reference to employment, safety, and security within neighborhoods, job training, education, and mentoring programs. Remember, Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Join me, Barry Ross, Mixing It Up on TV 33.